Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Samantha Izundu and today it's been 2 weeks since my last roundup. Last weekend was Easter, so I was not at home and so we missed a week, but we're back and I have quite a lot of stuff to talk about. I've got a few empties. I have no new. Can you believe it? I have no new. So if you are new here, welcome. What I do is I go through everything that I've been using for the week. So everything that I have bought or received in PR. So everything that is new. Then I go through my empties, things that I've finished, things that maybe are favorites, things that I'm decluttering. And then I have a selection of products that I've been using exclusively for the week to just get some usage, rotate through my products, which I have a lot of, and then sometimes I end up decluttering things because maybe they don't work for me anymore, and then I bring in new things for the new week. So we've got a lot to talk about. So I have every category but new, and I feel like I'm getting a little bit of like my own, not feedback, what's the word? I'm getting my own research, gathering my own research that I am starting to have more products leaving than entering, which I'm very happy about. Granted, it is more skincare, which is pretty standard. But I have been noticing that I haven't just been like going to the shops and buying things. I still do, but just not at the rate that I used to. So with that being said, I got no new. That's not part of this week. For 2 weeks, essentially, because I haven't done anything for 2 weeks, because I haven't filmed anything for 2 weeks. So let's go into my empties. I have 4 empties. I don't have enough space on this table. You should see it because I'm doing a second video and that's taking up that side. It's very chaotic up in here. So I finished a little fragrance sample. This, I'm so glad I got a sample because I told you guys I was going to buy this. I'm not going to buy it now. I've been wearing it throughout the week. And although I do like it, it's not me. This is the Mason Crivelli Citrus Batikanga. And the reason why I got a sample of it is it's very expensive, but I wanted to try it on my skin over time, not just like once. And the reason why I wanted this is because it's a very unisex citrus with chili note. And that intrigues me. I love anything chili. I love the fruitiness and the green of a chili. It's beautiful and you never see it in fragrance. So I got a sample, but on my skin, what really came out was aromatic notes of I don't even know what the notes are. I can't even remember, but it's giving very spicy, not chili spicy, like aromatic spicy, which is just not my favorite. It's just not my preference. Sometimes it makes me feel sick. This did not make me feel sick, but it's good because now it's another perfume that I'm like, I don't need that. It's not on my mind anymore. So that was good that I had that. It's still a nice fragrance, but just not for me. From SkinCeuticals, this is the Goji Body and Face Cleansing Oil. And this little bottle, it's actually 100 mils. Can you believe it? It lasted me so long. So this was my face cleansing oil for a while. It says body as well. Everything they do is hair, face, and body kind of essentially. It's actually a really good brand. I also have their hair and face and body oil, which I also really like. So SkinCeuticals, a new generation of beauty. It's a New Zealand brand and it is sand, so without chemicals. So it's without artificial fragrance, sulfate, silicons, petrochemicals, parabens, artificial dyes, artificial colors, and no animal testing. A really nice, interesting brand from Mecca. I was gifted this and the other one as well, which I'm so grateful for because this is a brand I really wanted to try. And I really enjoyed this. I can't say it is the best one I've ever used, but I certainly enjoyed it enough to finish it. Then I finished my makeup. I got 2 makeup. The Australis Fresh and Flawless Matte Finishing Spritz. I didn't love it, but I wanted to use it. I bought this for my Full Face of Australis video, which I think I'll link it there. I can never remember which side it is, but I'll link it if you are interested in seeing a full face of Australis. So I just wanted to finish that up. I didn't think it was mattifying at all. I thought it gave me a bit of a glow actually. So that's done. And then this is a sneak peek into my Project Pam, but I finished the 4th Ray Beauty Strawberry Face Milk. It's only small and I finally finished it because I don't usually go for moisturizing products in the morning because I put on my sunscreen and that kind of gives me all that moisture. But as we're getting into winter, I'll be using more of these kind of products. So that is finished, but that's not in the empties. That goes in my Project Pan update, which will be next week, I think, if I have time. Next, I want to go through some products that I'm going to declutter. So I was going through my drawers and I used to like, if I knew I was going to declutter something, I would save it and then do a declutter video, but I'm not really doing that. I just ain't bothered. And I'm pretty happy with the collection that I have now. Now that I'm not like acquiring so much, what I have I'm pretty happy about. It's just a few things as I go through that I'm like, maybe I don't want this anymore. So the Australis Fake It Black Volumizing Mascara, I just thought it was pretty average. And I have some other mascaras that I really want to use. Some are open, some are unopened. And once they're opened, you got to like go and use it. So this is not my favorite kind of wand. It's too chunky. I think I used this once or twice. So I'm going to pass this on to a family member. Actually, I'll give it to my nan. Nan will love it. I just know if I have mascaras sitting there, they don't last, they just dry up. So I'd rather pass it along if I don't love it. So that's going. The Amco Beauty Longwear Liquid Lip Liner in Rose Satin. I just didn't do anything. And on top of that, it's just, I don't know. It's not consistent. So basically, it doesn't stain. It's a lip stain. It's supposed to be a lip liner stain. It's not a color that a lip liner really, you have to be super, super, super fair for this. But then on top of that, it just didn't really do anything. And you can kind of see it doesn't have a nice line. If you got the tiniest bit of makeup on it, it wouldn't work. It doesn't do it for me at all. Like that'll just rub off. So that was a shame. I really did give it a go though. I really tried to enjoy it because I really wanted a lip liner lip stain, which is why I bought it, because I love the idea, but it just was not executed well at all. So I'm actually going to declutter that. I don't think I know anyone that would want this because they have to be fairer than me. And honestly, I'm the fairest person I know. And then the last product, it's the same situation. It's for very fair skin, so I don't know. But I got this in gratis at work. I work at Mecca, if you don't know. So this is not something I purchased. This was their holiday cream complexion palette. This is in the lighter toned one. I went and visited my dad for Easter, so I took this away with me and I did not like it. It didn't blend well. It's too stiff. I didn't really like this color. I mean, I don't really care for highlighter anyway, so that was not really, I don't have an opinion on this, but this was very patchy. I found this hard to blend. I just didn't like it. I thought it was very, very average. So I'm going to see if my friend wants it. If she doesn't, I'll just be like, no offense taken. Do you want it? Yes or no? Okay, so I actually have some things I've been using this week. I'm trying to like, yes, I've got my standard foundation, concealer, eyeshadow, fragrance that I rotate every week. But I'm also really trying to go into my drawers and mix it up a bit because I tend to just use what's on my table, like Project Pan. And although, yes, I'm a Project Pan girly, have been for many years, I also have a lot of makeup that I want to enjoy. I decided to pull out all my Made by Mitchell blushes. I love these. So I originally bought like one and then I fell totally head over heels in love with it. And then I bought more. So, but these are actually pretty old. So I bought these when they first came out. So I don't want to do the math on that. Don't look it up. I'm wearing one today and it's my favorite one, Sweet Cheeks. It looks so bold, but it's like Rare Beauty. You just use the tiniest amount. It's so pretty. It's a matte liquid blush, which I personally love a matte liquid blush. I did put highlighter over the top. I got the RMS Beauty Quad. So that's where the glows come in. But it is a matte and I love them. So I only used two though. I think I used Peach Sugar. And I use this one today. And then I have these two as well. They all look pretty similar. Like these two look really similar. This is just like lighter. And this is darker. They're just phenomenal. I love them all. So very much. Because I used 2, I might keep the other 2 to use this week. Can't cope with coral and melon sorbet. Just because I enjoy them. So I'm going to put these 2 back. I have so much blush that sometimes I get overwhelmed and then I don't use the drawer, which is really bad. But I am trying to, because why am I not doing it? Because I'm overwhelmed, you know? Like, that's silly. And the other thing, I don't know if it's a favorite, but I was using it all week. It's the Revlon Illuminance Glow Filter. It says blur and smooth. I don't know about blurring, personally. I got the shade 002 Light. It's nice. The only thing is, I'm oily. And this is glowier than the other glowy products. I find this one to be super glowy in that it's more of like an oilier texture. Like, I don't feel like it really dries down. It's very pretty though. I can't say I don't like it, but I think I would like it more if I had a drier skin type. But this is good because this is something I would pretty much only use in winter. I cannot use this in summer. I would just look like a disco ball on top of my sweat and oil. But I am very seasonal. So in winter, I am less oily. So I have this in the back of my mind to use more in winter. As a last hurrah, I wear everything on my face that I've had for the previous week, in this case, the previous 2 weeks, so that we can look at it and talk about it, review it. My eyeshadow palette is the e.l.f. The New Classics, and I tell you what, I'm glad I had this for 2 weeks. I was thinking about it as I was doing my eye look today, which is so nice. This is high-end quality, and this is basically discontinued. I try and link it, and it's like Amazon, eBay, like you can't really find it. And it's literally one of the best palettes I own. So sorry about it, because I'm sure if you want to get it, you probably could, but you're not going to get it at the e.l.f. cheap prices. And I think I bought this at Kmart. I remember getting this on the cheap. Maybe it was from the website. I don't remember where I bought it, but it's phenomenal. I was thinking about it when I was doing my eyes. I was like, there's literally warm tones, cool tones, deep tones, light tones. So if I were caught in a fire, I was literally thinking about this. If I was caught in a fire, you know, I'll go for my Natasha Denona's just because of the value. But in terms of if I should only ever have one palette, this has everything I could ever want. And it's high end. Like, okay, I'm going to tell you what I did. I used Charmer. And then I used Cosmo. And then I used Muse in the corner. That's it. This Cosmo, stunning. It is stunning. Oh my God. Actually, all the shimmers are stunning. It's like seamless, high shine, but not glittery. So good. I don't have a bad word to say about this palette. I don't have a bad word. Even if you just look at this line, it's just like the perfect basics. Sometimes you meet an eyeshadow palette in your life and you think, I'm so sorry I disrespected you and didn't give you the love you deserved. That's how I feel about this palette. I'm going to hold her close to my heart forever. Okay, foundation. It's actually a tinted serum. I had a look on Mecca's website. You can still buy this online, but they have been pulled from stores. I know they got pulled from the store I worked at, but it is still available online, which is sad because Rose Inc is actually a very good brand. I have this. I have their cream bronzer, which is amazing. I've tried their actual foundation, the soft matte, amazing. I have one of their lipsticks, one of their lip crayons. I love everything that I have, but I don't have their blush, which is what they're famous for. Anyway, this is the this is the Skin Enhance Luminous Tinted Serum. I have the shade 020, and you can see I actually used a bit. That was my goal. That's why I love this bottle, is because you can see how much I've used. I love this. It is very sheer. This is not coverage at all, but it looks like I have coverage because of my concealer. But this is super, super light coverage. So if you like just a wash of color, I really recommend this. Because it's a serum, not a moisturizer, it just hydrates so well. I mixed it with my De Bronzy drops just because I feel like this is just a tiny bit too light. I should have gotten the 30. I should have. But I love the formula. So I mix these two together. And I think that does quite well. And then my concealer is the LYS Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. Like, I actually don't have a lot of makeup on. The tint is barely there, barely coverage. And then I have just this a little bit in the center. And it looks like I've got a full face of makeup, doesn't it? I don't know. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. This is very, very nice. I have in the past said I think it's all right, but it is very nice. It's just very luminous. And I don't really want very luminous. A little bit of luminous, beautiful, love it, appreciate it. But very luminous, I'm a little bit, that's how I feel about the Revlon Illuminance Concealer. I have that as well. Very pearlescent for a concealer. That's how I feel about this. I have the shade LN3. Very nice though. I'll definitely be keeping it, but it is on that luminous side. And I know a lot of you guys love it. I don't know. I'm patting that down with a lot of powder. Let's just say that. And then my perfume was the Replica from the Garden, which is what I'm wearing today. Can you smell it? This is earth and tomato leaves, but really it's juicy mandarin and tomato leaves. Oh, to me, I don't know how, but it almost smells gourmand. It smells delicious to me. A lot of people don't like it though. They see tomato leaves and they're like, ugh. But to me, it's just, it is mandarin and green, and it is divine. It has good projection. Oh, it is intoxicating. I love it in a good way. It looks like I barely used it though, but this is 100 mils. This was like right at the top before, so I did use it. Let's get into what I am picking for this week. You know what? Let's start with my fragrance. Let's go reverse. This bottle is disgusting. This is the old packaging for Carez. This is what it used to look like. This is what it looks like now. It's very apothecary. This is what it used to look like, and it used to not sell. Now it sells like hotcakes, and I think it's because of the repackaging. Anyway, one of my favorites from Carez, they used to call it vetiver root green tea cedarwood, but now it's just called vetiver root, which they should not have. They should have called it green tea. I think it would sell better. People see vetiver root and they're like, oh no, masculine, not going to smell it. If they named this green tea, I think it would sell better. So Carez, if you can hear me, you should have called it green tea, because it's very green tea. It is masculine, but it's my favorite one. Even though it's masculine, it's still my favorite one because of the green tea. It is like a masculine, deeper Elizabeth Arden green tea. That's how I'd describe that. That's perfect. Perfect description. Is that me? Anyway, the packaging is horrible, but there's still some juice in there. I think I had 2. I think I gave 1 to my husband because I'm so damn nice. But yeah. This is both 50 ml, but this one looks bigger as well. So packaging, marketing, guys. So this is what I'm going to be wearing for the week. Happy about it. Love it. It's fresh. It's masculine. Delish. And then my eyeshadow palette is the Natasha Denona. Also looking a bit skanky, Sam. But still not that much better. Natasha Denona Mini Starlet Palette. Gorge. I mean, are any words really needed for this color palette? That is my dream color palette. So this came out and I immediately bought it. And then the nude, I Need a Nude palette came out, which is basically a big version of this. I was like, damn it. So I bought that too. But since then, I haven't bought anything. I Need a Nude Warm though. It looks divine. I wouldn't mind that in my collection. But for now, we're going to use this. I think it's stunning. This shade here, what's it called? Vega. Is this Vega? No, it's Galaxia. It's not looking that good on camera, but on the eye, stunning. My foundation is the Revolution Skin Silk Luminous Serum Foundation. This is pretty new to me. Revolution sent me this. I'm on their PR list and I kind of love it because they've been killing it with their releases lately. This is the closest match, but it's still not my perfect match. Although it might be all right. I It's just all of them looked a little pinky. I think they assumed I'm pink. A lot of people see fair skin and they assume that you have a pink undertone. I get that a lot, but I don't have a pink undertone. I'm a neutral leaning warm. That is the closest I could get because the other shades were super pink. So I got F2, but I think it's a little light. But going into winter, I might be all right. So I think I'll be using this for the week. I have used this and I do like it. I just haven't worn it enough. So this for me will be getting good usage for the week and really understanding what my thoughts are on this foundation. And then to complement the foundation, I've got the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer in the shade Royal Icing 1.1, and it's too light. But that's pretty light too. So I thought, oh, might be all right. But this is super light. But it blends really well. So even though it got, see, look at that. It goes on super light, but it blends nicely. So I can just use a little bit and blend it into my foundation. It does work out. Like I don't feel like I have to get rid of this. It is just a little bit lighter, so I haven't been reaching for it. But coming into the winter months, I'm not in the sun so much. So it might be all right. It might be all right. But that's what I have picked. Did I tell you my fragrance? I did, didn't I? Yep, Vetiver Root. Yep, we've done it. We've done it. That's everything, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Bit of content today. That's what happens when you have 2 weeks of build up. I'm very excited, as always, to have new products to try for the week, have a little play, and smell good at the same time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.